Okay, take 582. I'm trying to do the second part of Sticks in the Mud, and this camera is acting up. I'm not sure why, but we'll try again. Okay, so why did I say sticks in the mud? The Father gave me sticks in the mud. I was, starting to feel stressing about some situations coming on Tuesday, and by Monday night, I was worrying myself a little bit because my main coping, as far as earthly coping, was just not working for me. Looking for the humor in things and being able to laugh at the situation, or to try to find that, rainbow, whatever, the promise. And I was having a little difficulty with that, and I started to worry myself, to be honest. And Father gives each of us, and hopefully, if it's good, he come from Him. But He give, I use humor so much to diffuse stress in tough situations, and it works for me. And if I can't laugh anymore, then I'm in a bad place. So I sensed that I just was not, this was not good. Not going to air out the issues, because that's not what this is about. But I'm being real enough to say that I worry myself a little bit sometimes with all these things going on. And guess what? No matter who you are, you can get a low place. Be prepared. Know that you know who you know. Because what happens is you get to a place where you can't cope, and you need something higher than you to cope. And if you don't got that, you ain't gonna cope, and then bad things happen. So even with all that being said, I found myself getting in a darker and darker place, and it wasn't working. So Father gave me some sticks in the mud. So I'm trying, if the video will stay on long enough, I'm trying to tell you the story about how Pop was watching us one day. We got the truck stuck in the mud, and he's just sitting on his little lawn chair thingy, watching, not giving us any, just watching what we're doing, see if we're gonna figure this out. So we stuck a board under the truck tire, thinking, well, we get that truck up on the tire, out of the mud. We knew we had to get something between the mud and the tire, and we got these nice, smooth, big, wide boards, and we stuck them under the tire, and we thought, we just get up on them boards, we're home free. So we get in, take off, and both boards under the tires shot out the back of the truck like a missile. I'll get on the road, Eunice. And stuck, but right out the back. If somebody had been standing behind the truck, they'd have been killed. I mean, it just shot right out the back of the truck. And at this point, Pop's laughing, and I'm laughing, and trying to not to be mad, because it's a situation that we're going to deal with. It's not life ending at the moment unless somebody stands behind the truck. So we get, frustrated, and we're like, okay, Pop, what do we do? So he gets up slowly, of course, and he's wandering around the yard picking up sticks, and we're like, what the world? So he's like, get some sticks. So we getting not little sticks, but and he's like taking them, and we're bringing him sticks, and he's putting them under the tire, and he's laying them out very strategically, next to each other. I'm like, Dad, this ain't gonna be different than the board. They had a bunch of sticks flying out the back. But he's laying them across there, and he's like, if any of them are sticking up, he's breaking them off with his little pocket knife and whatever, and it's taking forever. That's the problem. We want the quick fix. Father's trying to show us what we need to do, and we're like, no, I ain't got time for that. We want the quick fix. Well, guess what? The quick fix pretty near got somebody killed with the boards flying out the back. So our quick fix was not the best way to go. So here's Pop. He's down there. He's putting them down. We do this on both sides. Felt like it took forever. It probably really wasn't that long. But we got the sticks under there, and we start. He's like, okay, now when you get in, don't just gun it. You know, keep them steady. You know, as you go, and then. But when you get going, keep going. Keep moving forward. Don't stop. Don't go, oh yeah, it's working, and stop. No, don't be like all, you know, excited that you're moving and stop. Just keep going. Keep going. So, till you get like out on the road or solid ground or whatever. So we get in the truck. Guess what? Guess what? We got up on them sticks, and they, you know, they had the branches that were stick. So we get up on there. Now, we stuck something between us and the mud. How's come it didn't work? And it was nice big flat board, wider than the tire. Like, it looked like it would be the perfect thing to us. It looked like the answer. Guess what? Like I said, it could have got somebody killed. And we thought that was the right thing to do. Here comes Slow Pop with a out-of-the-box idea, you know, and by having the little twigs facing down, they went down in the mud enough that it was like an anchor, and it didn't move enough that when you didn't do it fast, you could get up on it and get out. Okay, not much of an education, but the man knew how to do something. We got out, and we all acted surprised. We acted surprised because we got out of the mud with this idea. But it came to him, we tried it, we did it, it worked. We listened to him, we took the time, you know, we did it the slow way. And I was thinking about that when I was thinking this morning, Wednesday. And I thought, thank you, Father, for giving me some sticks in the mud. Because I had some friends that were calling, texting, sending me instant messages, and they were helping me slow and steady get up out of that mud that I was in. And guess what? Is my problem solved? Nope. Is it probably gonna get harder before it gets better? Yep. But what's the difference? Well, then you say, Eunice, why are you in a different place today? Because Father used that little Lauren Daigle music in there in the middle of the night. He sent me some sticks in the mud. He gave me some grounded, you know, not what I thought. I wanted a quick fix. I just wanted someone to fix the problem so I didn't have to go through. Well, I heard Joyce Meyer say one time, you know, everybody wants a testimony, but when the tests come, they don't do the tests. They just do the moaning. They want to walk around moaning, but they don't want to go through the test. Someone else I just saw a post on Facebook the other day. It said, you know, we get worried when it gets quiet while we're in the test. You know, while we're going through the hard time, but the teacher's always quiet during a test. I thought that was good because it was referencing Father, right? We want the testimony, but we don't want the test. We just want a money. And quote Joyce Myers on that. And that's kind of, you know, we find ourselves in those places. So you say to yourself, okay, Eunice, but you still got the same problem. Yeah. But it wasn't just my friends' encouragement and some really great girls that listened for a few minutes. Sometimes did those girls that were listening to me solve my problem? Nope. Is my problem even solved yet? Nope. But don't discount being a little stick in the, you know, a stick when somebody's in the mud. You be their stick, because you might look like this useless little, you might feel what you're doing is not of any use or it has any value. but it might be the very thing that helps them to keep moving forward out of the situation. You girls, you know who you are. They just listen for a few minutes. And sometimes we all together and we think we got it going on and we think we know. And sometimes we forget that the little things, that maybe just having somebody listen for a minute, it means everything. Like, it really helps. So you may not be able to solve someone's problem, but you may be able to listen. A couple minutes, listen. Just hear their rant, hear their vent. And have it be safe, because you're not going to judge them. You're just going to listen. You know what? Our Heavenly Father loves us, and He puts these people in our lives that helps us, you know. My crazy friend Belinda putting all her sunshiny things. Guess what? Some weeks I'm Belinda's little stick in the mud, and some weeks, thank you, Belinda, she's my stick in the mud. My friend Sonia, same thing. One week I'm her stick in the mud, and one week she's my stick in the mud, and it's okay. Maybe being a stick in the mud isn't such a bad thing, right? But it helps you. Sometimes you need those little things. I was listening to, because I hadn't listened to that in a while, and I just put on, pray, listen to some good music. Praise is very powerful, because it's a weapon. When you're in that place and you really feel like you're fighting for your life and you're fighting for your sanity, guess what? You need any weapon that you can pull out of your arsenal. You need it all going on. So, little serious moment there, but we have this too. So, get those little sticks, keep moving forward. Another great quote by Joyce Myers. She said, people don't want to do things because they're afraid. And she said, do it afraid. The whole point is to keep moving forward, because then bad stuff can't grow on you and bog you down in the mud and get into the quicksand, and then we struggle and we can't get out. And sometimes we just need to be still and let Father listen, let people listen. It's the little things, but it meant a lot. So as I was trying to solve the problem yesterday, and then guess what? When you get still and you stop trying to flip out about your problem, then He can speak to you. He waits for that. Be still and know that I am God, right? That's what He says. Be still and know who I am. And so you got to be still, and you got to take those time just to listen. And then He said, just do step 1, do step 2. So yesterday, I did the 2 steps that He told me to do. Did they solve the problem? Nope. But I did them anyway, because when the rubber meets the road, you gotta have that foundation in place. You gotta have something between you and the mud, or you're gonna hit the dirt. You're gonna get messed up, literally. So I says, Eunice little stick in the mud thing, y'all thinking she ain't gotten on to no other subject. I will. We'll get spring's coming. I'm gonna try and get a moment, get outside, do a little talk about plants, talk about chickens. I really want to talk about reselling, which is my other hat that I wear, but we'll get there. Every day I'm just doing what Father tells me to do. So this is where I was today. This has been a chat with Eunice, and we have covered all of the above.